Hey guys, I have two special guests here today, and they are from IntelliRANK. It's both Larissa as well as Marcel, and I guess maybe not many of you know them yet, but you know what? Where did we not see each other, guys, yet? We've seen each other at
Mm,
Prosper, we've seen each other in Prague, we've seen each other in
mm.
Floribama, we've seen each other like everywhere,
Pensacola.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey,
So
hey,
what?
Sebastian, thank you for having us. And
Very
yeah,
nice.
we see each other everywhere, actually.
It's
Everywhere there's
lovely.
a lovely event going, so that's the key. Whenever people are getting together, and especially people in the industry, we're
Yep.
there, and lovely to catch up always. And now we see each other online.
Yep, exactly. And if some of the Germans are watching here right now, I mean, guys, you may not know IntelliRank yet, but we want to change that. And no, I don't want to say too much. Larissa or Marcel, what is IntelliRank all about? If it's
Larissa,
not
you
the
want to take
name.
this?
Of course, it's my pleasure. So, we are helping Amazon and Walmart sellers rank and boost their visibility on the platform. And also, we are creating social media branding and we are providing with very, very good, excellent strategies for boosting traffic to the platform. Yeah.
I love the name. I mean, it's all in the name. It fits so well. By the way, is that actually a sticker that you have back there on the wall? I wanted to ask you that earlier, Marcel.
This one.
This way, exactly.
It's a virtual background, but yeah, it looks like a sticker. So
They are
it's
getting so good right now that you can't really see this as a virtual background anymore.
yeah. Thank you.
Nice.
I edited. I put the logo there myself. So yeah,
We
We
posted
have
a
a
double
funny
sided tape.
story. He has another background, and I'm not very into movies, and I'm not
Uh-huh.
watching a lot TV. So he created a background, and I was like
I
asking, "What kind of
yeah.
animals are those?" And those were not animals. Actually, were some really important characters from one movie. It's kind
Let
of
me see
crazy.
this one. Yeah.
Oh, here we
So
go.
there were the camels on the other side. Let me see how I can show the camels. You see the camels?
Almost exactly. Yeah.
So
It's not
those
camels.
imperial. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
That's a different thing I just did myself. Actually, I do capture. Oh, sorry, I capture some skills through my let's say early days into different tasks like programming, also editing images, all sorts of things. Especially marketing is my favorite whatsoever. So yeah, why not help others in this beautiful marketing game?
Exactly. And why not help, Amazon sellers, of course, in terms of marketing, of intelligent ranking. Um,
You got
what
that
we
right.
want
That's
to
our tagline. Intelligent ranking solutions. Yeah.
Of course. I mean, no question. But what are, maybe you can give directly some examples of like, effective strategies. How can you improve the organic ranking on Amazon? What do you guys do there?
All right. So I'll take this one, Larissa, if I may.
I
Um,
know. I already know that.
Yeah. So what we're doing market research on behalf of the Amazon sellers. It's pretty much like the mystery shopper program in the US. In the mystery shopper in the US, people are giving, like, for example, Starbucks. They're giving a random person a $20 voucher, and they're asking them to go into a Starbucks and then to complete a survey. When
Mhm.
they complete the survey, they will give the Starbucks a lot of very powerful information about how the customer service was, how was the actual coffee they bought, were they standing in line, did they spend a lot of time, all different metrics that are very variable for every e-commerce seller out there. Apart from the fact that we're not dealing, let's say, one-to-one with people like Starbucks is doing, we're selling online and we don't know the person that's purchasing our goods. What we
Mm.
have done over the years, and we have done more than 4,000 product launches and ranking for them over the last 5 years. So we do pride ourselves with quite a bit of expertise into this one. What we've learned out of this experience is that whenever you're launching or you want to get more sales velocity on your product, you can apply a product testing, we call it product testing strategy. When you
Mm.
apply this, you get more sales velocity, you get momentum, and you get even more sales for your product on the long run, because what you're doing, you're directing people to your store and getting them to give you feedback. So, not reviews, feedback in terms of a survey, in terms of what the product is about, what you can improve. And I do have also a very nice story here, because we have actually saved, and I want to say save people's stores, because For example, we had one product that was being launched, and the Amazon seller didn't know much about it in terms of the actual quality. What happened was that luckily he started with a product testing campaign, and we started, we're doing a one-on-one. We have an agency, we're doing a one-on-one collaboration and talking to each product tester. And while people were testing the product, they were complaining that, a small little plastic thing was easily breaking. So we got one complaint, two complaints. Hey, it's normal. One, two complaints is not a problem.
Of
Maybe,
course.
yeah, it was a defective.
There's
But we
always a
ended up
German
with,
among them.
yeah,
I
we
want to
got,
mention here, I want to mention here,
yeah,
this is really important. The seller that we worked didn't actually work with you guys, with Signify for sourcing. This was the main problem for
yeah.
the faulty
Oh,
part.
here we
So
go. I like that one.
that's something to add to the story, and actually, yeah, very important, because the quality of the product is what can, make you, go up or go deep into the ground.
Of course,
And
right.
what
But then the
happened in this
plastic
case,
part broke off, and I mean, it was a valuable feedback, I guess, to the product owner, right? To improve it
it
before like
was
mass launch.
the most important feedback, because he was able to close the sales and not sell anything to actual customers. So the
Mm,
people we are talking to, they didn't return the product. But with Amazon, if you get a big return rate over 5%, depends on
mm,
the niche, uh,
mm,
that's when Amazon shuts down your account. So of course, on the first shutdown, you don't want that to happen. That's for sure, period. You don't want your account shut down because of a big number of
right.
returns.
Returns,
So
right.
yeah, this way, the actual seller was able to save his reputation with Amazon and not get a red flag there and close the listing. Of course, he had to dispose of the product and find a new supplier. And yeah, there we go, something like that
The
can
funny thing
benefit
is, you just said you had 4,000 product testings, or sorry, ranking strategies so far, right?
until now. Yeah, over that,
More
but
than
yeah,
actually.
That's the same number as we have, also more than 4,000 sourcings right now, product sourcings. But the
there you
funny
go.
thing is, and this is where I see the market, it's, so large. That's why I don't really have this competitive thinking of other sourcing companies or so. I wonder how many of them, I mean, we never really had the cooperation yet to say, hey, we sent you customers over there, you sent them to us. I mean, of course, if it helps promoting, that would be something for the future. But I wonder how many of our clients have actually used those services. And the point is, you're not doing the standard buy, get the money back, and leave a review. It's all about
Yeah,
ranking strategies. It's about feedback. It's about organic ranking. And I mean, go a little bit deeper in there. How does it help organic ranking? I mean, I think one of the keywords is sales velocity, isn't it?
absolutely. Yeah, the key
And
factor here is,
also, yeah,
go ahead,
sorry
Larissa.
to interrupt. We should mention about the honeymoon period. So this
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
is it real?
strategy helps a lot with
For
the
some
honeymoon
people,
period. For Amazon sellers, actually, it's very, very real. Yeah,
Yeah.
Marky can tell you more about the honeymoon period and how we can help in that matter.
yeah, it's like a dream. Nobody, nobody lived it, but they all dream about it. I'm
Yeah.
joking. Anyway, so I'm technical. I will switch to the technicalities here. What does honeymoon mean? Actually, it's an actual nice term to say that whenever your product is starting from day one, Amazon has zero information about it. So this
Yeah.
is your chance to make it shine, to send Amazon the right signals. So what we always suggest to every seller out there, if we're talking about a product launch, so it's a new product, on day zero, keep the listing close, keep the, make the launch date into the future. And when you're ready to launch, start with the product testing campaign. Why? Because we will be scheduling, so it's a joint effort. We'll be organizing each day the number of orders that we will be sending your way in terms of people finding the product and not using SFB or something like previous, not against US strategies. And each day we will be sending the amount of sales. What this sends to Amazon is the right signal that your product is desired, your product is being
Right.
purchased. And more than that, you're sending, you're creating your sales velocity with Amazon. So instead of relying maybe on, I don't know, a couple of friends, yeah, you can find some friends if you're, from the US or whatever, Germany or whenever, you can get some friends, but still you need consistency in sales.
Mm.
Amazon is looking and is tracking
Yeah.
over 60, 90 days. Nobody knows for sure, but the more, the better. The whole
Yeah.
idea behind it is that, honeymoon is the actual period when you can send the right signals to Amazon and make your product send the right information to Amazon. Because at the end of the day, I can say one thing for sure: it's always about the money. Amazon cares about the money your product is making for them. And the second thing that Amazon very much cares about is the actual satisfaction of the customer. So having a bad
Not
review, a
yours,
zero,
but the customers, of course.
yeah, and the sellers probably the third or fourth, depends, yeah,
As long
somewhere
as they
in
spend a heck of a load on advertising. Else,
PPC. There we go. Yeah,
money again. A challenging
but
question, maybe. If I, oh, sorry, you were not done yet.
no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
Now we have some of the customers or some of ours. They're like, for example, influencers or bigger brands and so. And many of them, I don't know if you had this question before, um, but many of them they have those, the product drops, or when it's like fashion brands or so, and they spike up the followers. They raise it up. The product's not out there, but they're ready to buy. They charge them up, and then boom, they drop the product. What if, for example, such a thing for bigger brands? If you build up the hype before the product is live, and then you would say you chase them, and of course on day 1 2 3 there would be massive sales, and then of course I guess it would slow down. Have you seen any of such case where you have like the product drop with huge amount of sales in day 1 2 3 and then running out?
So I just want to emphasize on on this one a bit, because you have to be careful. For example, especially if you're a new brand, or it's definitely when it's a new product, make sure you open a case with Amazon and tell them that you have a PR, a huge PR going on. You have a
Yeah,
huge, let's say, a lot of influencers that have been hyped about the product, and you
you
are
would tell
expecting.
Amazon, you would prepare them about it so they probably don't block you for.
Exactly. Otherwise,
Really?
this can backfire, and yeah, they can see a lot of traffic, a lot of sales, and they can close your listing for something. It happened in the past. You don't want. I cannot say that it will happen again right now. I don't have that information right now, but a couple of years back, this was happening, and
Yeah,
it's real. You have to tell Amazon. I would go safe. I would play it safe. I'd go first and tell Amazon, hey, I'm about to launch a product. I have created and invested a lot of
right,
marketing, and have Kickstarter. I have a lot of information behind that. People are waiting for the product to be live and purchase it. Just so you know, and maybe you do something there in
right.
terms of getting things ready. So yeah, that's one way of looking at things. It will definitely boost, but the key factor here would be again consistency.
Consistency. Yeah.
Yeah,
And a
you need
good
to be.
strategy plan beforehand, because what we are actually doing, we are analyzing the niche, we are analyzing the competitors, we are
Right.
analyzing the keywords, the sales, and we are putting every detail together in order to create like a sustainable campaign for an extended period, because you want to send a signal for a long time in
Mm.
Amazon and make sure that you create the good history with Amazon.
This video is going to be longer, I have the feeling. Um, if you now, me as a seller, thinking myself, of course, as well. If or have you seen? I don't know if we want to say this now publicly, but have you seen any strategies? You know how people have built up a lot of and some automation, some consistent sales to come in. Like let's say for product testing. I mean, product testing is one of the things where you can show, I guess, how rankings will how you can increase your rankings, of course, to attract more customers. But have you also seen some automation where you say we have several of the one product, and we want to over time get a consistent, like you say here right now, purchase? Have you seen some automation, some tools that will, tell the people, oh, now another product is free, or now another 15 products you can purchase, and another 15? Or do people still do all of this by hand? And how do you use product rankings for that? As long
Well, that's a tricky one. Yeah, that's a tricky question. I would tend to say first be careful with automations and stuff like
Mm,
that, because never know. AI is nowadays very popular, and of course Amazon is also playing the AI game, and they're
mm,
looking into a lot of things, into behavior, into buyer behavior, into, let's say, everything related to the actual sales. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to stay myself away, keep myself away from this one.
mm,
But I don't want.
I recommend here like an Amazon seller, not from IntelliRANK perspective, but from my perspective, personal perspective. Don't use automations, because you can run into bad person, then can turn out to be scammers and can damage a
mm,
lot your listing as well. Even if the algorithm doesn't detect the procedure, you can run into bad people and it can damage a lot your listing. So try
Yeah.
to run a product testing campaign with an agency that is doing that and is controlling everything, every detail, and is having a strategy in place, and everything is tested and is working, and most important is TOS
You
approved.
still have the control over it, whom
Yeah,
you send it to and stuff. Yep.
yeah.
I see this
Yeah,
for
of
working with
course.
some of the influencers. You may think of, when it's outside the influencer, outside when you go to Shopify or so, you work with influencers, you start your thing is like, can you automate the whole communication, the check, the convincing of the influencers to work together with? And you see more and more automation coming there. On Amazon, probably,
In
like you say,
5 years, Sebastian, 5 years from now, things will be totally different. We'll be
sure.
having a different conversation, I'm sure.
Yep, you
But
press a button and you're rich. Um, you don't have to wait overnight anymore.
you just need to buy the right button then,
Exactly. I'm gonna sell it. That's my product.
yeah. Awesome.
Source it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Product testing. What do you recommend people to do? How can you test, or how can you use product ranking, for example, sorry, product testing for ranking growth?
Mhm. So the best important factor I want to outline here and to simplify things, I want to explain what ranking, organic ranking actually is. I'll start from that one. So organic ranking is influenced by the amount of money your product sells for on a specific keyword. This is what ranking is. So it's not a matter of actual number of sales, it's a matter of money. Because
Mm.
we're only playing the money game and Amazon is here to get the most out of it. Everything is ranked on Amazon based on money. Even PPC is ranked based on the amount of, but that's a different topic, amount of the bid, the actual bid that you're placing on that particular keyword. But in order to rank organically, and we are talking about organic ranking here, the key is to sell consistently. And it's also important. And the reason I'm saying this, it's important the actual selling price, because if you have a competitor on that keyword that has a product that's half price, so you're selling for $20 and he's selling for $10, imagine that he needs two sales to climb
Mm.
in rank, while one sale with you would be pretty much, would give you pretty much the same effect. Of course, there's a lot of other mathematical information in the background with Amazon, but just to simplify, it's all about the money. Now,
Mm.
in terms of the actual product testing, the product testing is straightforward. It's a way to increase sales velocity and build up momentum. And we recommend it both for established products. So if you want to sell even more or try to capture, especially that Prime Day is coming up, by the way, this is turning out into the busiest period for us, because we have clients coming to us and preparing for not for Black Friday, that's in November, but for Prime Day.
Brand new.
With Prime Day, we're trying to get organically to the top and be there when Prime Day hits.
Yeah.
Because on Prime Day, a lot of customers will reach Amazon and try to purchase the products. And guess which one they will purchase? The
Mm.
ones that end up on the top of the search results,
Mm.
or
No
the
one is
ones
looking on
sponsored in. Yeah,
page 3, 4. Yeah, everyone
yeah,
is
that's
looking at the first page.
That's clear, yeah. So yeah, it's a very good opportunity to get to the top, of course, to stay there. Now, this is a very important topic also. How do you stay to the top? Because we can take you to the top. We've done it and we'll do it again. That's not a problem. The key factor is to stay to the top. And this is where the entrepreneurial skills come into play. You
Yeah.
have to A/B test your main image. You have to, of course, work on your reviews and bring in more happy customers. You have to see the price and the actual, balance between you and your competitors. And at the end of the day, you have to sell in order to stay to the top.
Right.
Yeah.
Posts can help, right? Amazon Posts. I don't know if it is by now actually available in Europe. I mean, in the US for sure has the posts. In Europe, not
This
yet.
this is available only for US sellers as of now, and you still need to have a brand registry
Yeah.
and a brand profile in order to access the post. But yeah, I believe we are not using Amazon Post as we should, because
Yeah.
it's like the social media inside Amazon. Amazon is developing an entire social media on the platform, and we are missing out. All the sellers that are not leveraging this tool, it's for free, and the amount of views, engagement, and clicks to your store that you can get is quite crazy in some niches. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's a great feature.
one of my things is us, if you're plain Amazon sellers, hate me for saying that, but we don't have any knowledge about real marketing. If you have a Shopify store out there as well, you have some social media channels, you will consider to say, I want to have one expert for Instagram, I'll have one expert for YouTube, one for Meta, or well, for Facebook separately. I'll maybe have one for Google, because those would be the channels that for sure you would want to focus on. And I mean, we're not really strong yet also with Signify, but we would be focusing on, getting bigger reach. Now, the same, if you're a plain Amazon seller, imagine this is a social media channel, and imagine you hire a person who is fully responsible for running Amazon posts. Now, guys, why? What will Amazon posts help you achieve?
Great question. I just want to make a parallel here. If you look at TikTok, TikTok has all the audience and all the social media, and has brought in TikTok's shop, right? So they Shopified TikTok. Amazon has all the clients and the sellings, and is bringing in the social media. So the power of Amazon posts relies on the fact that you get more visibility. And there's this Amazon Insights that's been out there since December 2022. So it's quite new. Through Insights, people discover new products. So they, based on their interests, they select their interests and they discover more products. So where do they get those informations for Amazon Insights? Mainly from Amazon posts. As an Amazon seller, you can post there and you can get visibility through Insights with Amazon Inspire. Yeah, sorry, I mentioned Insights. So it's Inspire. So it's Amazon Inspire. Amazon Inspire gives you inspiration,
Amazon
actually.
influencer program, right?
Yeah, and that's very powerful because you get your posts visible into the app and people will see it. People, not like on social media, people that are real Amazon customers. So that's the best way for you as an Amazon seller to get more visibility in the US right now. And it's completely free. It's in
I
beta
believe
and
it
it's free.
will come very, very soon over here as well, because the first time when I have seen in the US that you can follow a brand, which is, like a follower on social media. This by now, I do believe I've seen this on my own account, that in Europe as well, they can start following your brand. Hint, hint. That's something, maybe it's not the worst idea to get a few followers by now already. And whether it's your product testers, whether it's anybody out there who start getting maybe followers. And then, like you say, the Inspire or any, you can do the posts for yourself as a brand on your own, right? And if you do,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's for free, and you can post pictures and you can also post videos for some sellers. And they are currently releasing in batches more and more sellers to have enabled this tool to use as well videos. So it's kind of great because you can have like a private lane directly to your customer through a post. They click on the post and they land on your store, and they
Yep.
can buy directly your product. There's no other distraction like other competitor listing showing up or any sponsored ads. So it's quite a very cool tool to use, and it's free.
Yep, and the ones who shop on Amazon, they will be bombarded as well with Amazon social media. And that definitely, the people come there for buying, and then, on social media, you get people to buy. And if you're going to a platform where people come to buy already, what are they going to do? They buy hopefully even more.
There we go.
Yep, I will give you my brand accounts and you can start posting for me. I'd love that. Thank you.
On the US, yeah, definitely.
We
Yeah,
When
super.
definitely
it
can
comes to
do that.
Europe as
And
well.
Yep. At the same time, you can make mistakes, right? When it comes to visibility, you have some drops, and you say, "Hey, what are some of the things you should really avoid to do, not to burn your own visibility?"
So in terms of going down, that's happening usually when your product is not selling. That's the most important factor. So what's influencing your product not to sell? That's a different story. It can be, maybe your competitor is pushing more on PPC. The worst case scenario would be for you to get bad reviews. The bad reviews will drag your visibility down. Amazon is putting into spotlight products that are getting, of course, they have a complex algorithm. We can only guess here what would be the most important things that we can control to look at. So the most important thing, I will always look at customer satisfaction to make sure
Yeah.
you always
Okay.
good, attend that, get
Inventory level as well.
Yeah.
inventory is very important.
Low
Yeah.
level penalty fees soon.
Maybe they don't
Yeah.
work with the right sourcing agencies, so that can be
Let's
as well a
Never
problem.
know.
Out of stock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm
yeah,
thinking also in terms of what if, or maybe it hurts visibility, maybe not. I think this is a common question as well. What if you try to rank, or what if you try to pay ads or for keywords which are not 100% your product? Like let's say it's dog leashes and you start shooting on dog bowls or something like this, feeder bowls. Would this hurt visibility as well? Or would it just be a money burner in terms of, well, you spent money on the wrong keywords?
you're talking about PPC here in terms
Or in
of
general, I mean, whatever you have in terms of
it
creating
I
can.
wouldn't say it
visibility.
affects your visibility, rather your budget.
So
Yeah,
it
I mean, when you put
depends.
it, for example, into the listing, into the back end or so, if you would say you put dog bowls into a dog leash, would this hurt your visibility in terms of ranking? Yes,
It
right?
depends on the sales, but also depends on the budget because you have to cut from probably from the other keywords that really matter. So if we're talking about PPC specifically, I'd say be careful with that because yeah, you can target maybe competitor products directly. That's
Mm.
more smarter, I'd say, rather than keywords. Whenever someone is typing into Amazon, this is my 2 cents at least, is they're typing a dog leash, they want to purchase a dog leash, they're not interested in a dog bowl. But let's say if they land on a product that's selling dog leash, it's a pretty higher chance that they might say, I'll get this ball, especially looking at the frequently bought together, you can get there more information. And yeah, that can definitely sync things up in your head into your algorithm. So if the frequently bought together is a dog leash and a dog ball, then it would make sense to
Mm.
advertise on, that listing. I'd say my 2 cents.
Maybe extend to the other keywords that are not very relevant only after you are very well ranked and you already make the conversions from your target most important keywords. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you dominate the niche and yeah,
Yeah.
then look into other small niches. But
But don't start like that for sure.
Yeah.
yeah,
Thanks for that, I guess. You guys start creating or you share content, of course, online as well. And you also, I know you bring out content that is not pitching, but that's valuable. Where can they find more content from you? Which platform do you prefer? And how can anybody who's interested get in touch with you?
all right, Larissa.
So our Facebook page, our website, IntelliRANK.info, our email, we are responding to the email. And of course, if they want to schedule a call with us, they can reach out to our email that is office@IntelliRANK.info. We are replying like in 1 hour, 2 hour maximum. We are having a customer care very dedicated that is
24/7.
handling
Yeah,
everything. Yeah.
right.
Nice. That was, I think, something hopefully very, very new to you guys as well. Have a look, check out IntelliRank, check out the additional videos. And yes, when you go to the trade shows, you will see both Larissa and Marcel, I guess, every now and then, every here and there. So I hope this was valuable to you. Hopefully a new platform, a new solution for smart ranking. Get your listings out there. And you've heard it. The honeymoon period is real.
Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you for having us.
Thank you
And
for
yeah,
having us.
see you
You're
soon.
welcome. Talk soon.
Bye.